What is a day in the life like sailing the North Atlantic Ocean? It's not for the faint of heart. Problems arise, requiring your attention, and you might get a little wet.
What's for dinner?
Get everything off as quick as you possibly can, and maybe you can hold down the delicious supper.
It gets kind of stuffy down there.
We're trying to avoid Tropical Storm Claudette.
There is unavoidable weather and tough decisions to make. Welcome aboard. Traveling by sailboat is the adventure of a lifetime, but life itself is the greatest adventure, and we all have a story to tell. Learning by experience is not the safest, not the easiest, and arguably not the most intelligent, but boy is it effective and entertaining to watch. This is our story, and these are our lessons learned. It's day 3 on a sailboat in the North Atlantic Ocean, on our way to Bermuda.
You're in clip?
We are a crew of 9, and Michael is the only girl on board. It can't be easy. It's extremely hot, stinky, and sweaty down below, and privacy is a bit hard to come by.
Hey. How we doing?
Good. And we're back up for another shift.
What we did is powered up the main by moving the Traveler more to the center, and now just let a little bit more of the main out. We got about 18 knots of wind, steady.
Grab the main sheet. Go! Main sheet, E.
Some weather rolled in, bringing with it higher winds, so we need to make the mainsail small.
Yeah, about a third away.
The winds, the waves, the rain, plus our gear make hearing each other a bit difficult.
Just don't roll it to the out, roll it soft.
Okay. You gotta raise the snapper too. All the way.
Good job, guys.
Got some weather rolling in here.
What? A little bit of smidge.
Gotta ease the main, bring it in.
Now we're cooking with some mustard. Being at the helm in these conditions is a special kind of meditation. All your senses are heightened, and you become fully aware of the present moment.
It's kind of underneath the hatch for the head too, but pretty sure that one latches from the inside.
Michael just untangled the furling line for the staysails. We're thinking about pulling that in and pulling out the Genoa down to about 14 knots.
We are constantly adjusting our sails. Pushing the boat as hard as we can without pushing it too hard is a delicate dance.
Somehow we lost the port side jack line. Joel's headed up to go re-cleat it.
We attach ourselves to jack lines when moving about the deck to keep us from falling overboard.
Leave the empty, if you can, leave the loop wrapped around it, around the horn.
Put the end of the line that's looped on the horn of the cleat.
Oh, it's pretty loose. I was able to do a full cleat. If I just put the horn on, it's really loose.
But
No.
to
When you're done
secure
tying
it.
off with the cleat hitch, just make sure the loop is around the horn.
Like that.
Now we're gonna roll up the staysail. So you might want to do that kind of from the mast here.
Okay.
Now come back. Yeah, the bottom one. Okay? Yep, nicely. Boom. 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 One more.
How's that?
Good.
And again, it's time to roll in the Genoa in order to roll out the staysail as the winds are picking up.
As tiring as it gets, grinding a winch to change these massive sails, we're spoiled with furlers instead of the classic hank-on style.
Let's go, baby.
And the next crew is up.
What's for dinner?
Pasta,
Yum.
sausage, potatoes, tomato sauce, V8 juice.
Sounds good.
What can I get you?
All of it.
A little Chianti with that. A little Chianti.
Not so nice. It's like, get everything off as quick as you possibly can, and maybe you can hold down the delicious supper. Maybe.
If anyone can, you can.
Iron stomach over
Fruit cup,
here.
anybody? Fruit cup?
Whew. That's a bright light.
Sorry, catching the sails. Back to this one.
That's better.
All right, so this is a beautiful night. We have the full Genoa, full main, and we're more on a beam reach now. The waves are down. This is awesome. What are we doing, Gary, for speed?
6'8", 6'9".
6'8", 6'9". And we're telling embarrassing stories right now to pass the time. I don't know if I have permission to share what Gary shared. He said he hasn't shared that with many. I'll just leave it at that. It's a really good thing to do to pass time, share embarrassing professional moments. And I think it's Michael's turn now. Ow!
We bought these spin-locked deck vest life jackets specifically for the race. The price was a tough pill to swallow for a couple of boat bums, but these babies are so comfortable even after days on end. It's totally worth it.
We are tethered to the boat from the moment we step out on deck.
Oh. Day 3. Oh, doing good speed. Seas are pretty calm. Elimination as yet unsuccessful for me, but we're almost in. I think just about 24 more hours. Coffee's not doing the trick like it normally does.
7-5, 7-4, 7-3. I'm gonna be watching you, Michael.
Set the bar high.
That's the bar, huh?
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Nice.
7-5.
Our watch captain Dale and the captain Gary have been throwing friendly jabs, telling me how great Michael is at the helm and asking me what it feels like to be shown up by my lady. I'm standing up for myself, but it's all in good fun.
And I can unhook you after you go on the other side. Yeah.
7-6.
That really fast getting back.
I know, she's ready. Alright.
One down.
Let's go, baby. All right, Michael's got to try to compete with a 7.4, 7.5 average. She fancies herself the best helmsman on the boat. She probably is.
Average or high?
My average was probably 7.2.
Spencer and I have been battling seasickness since the first night.
How you feeling, Spence?
Pretty good. I just wanted to get some cool air on my face.
That helps.
It gets kind of stuffy down there.
Are you in the bunk or in the,
I'm in the bunk. If
Okay.
I'm forward of the mast, I feel like my motion sickness gets worse.
Okay.
So, I'm just gonna chill out. I'll step right here.
Yum. Beef jerky.
Oh, that's some good stuff. Did you have success on the throne?
Dale is pointing out how strange it is that Michael and I converse about our stools.
We talk about our stools a lot. It makes your parents uncomfortable.
Next crew is on deck. Time for a break.
Smells like Lysol in here.
Lysol on stinky feet, right?
No, just straight up Lysol.
There might be a little antiseptic taste to the air, but
Yeah, I can taste it.
I think that's worth it.
You may have to go to the source though.
Woo! Wow.
One whole sandwich down.
Yeah, that one went down easy.
Awesome. You're looking better and better.
Just takes a little time.
It just takes some time, a little bit, a little bit.
And back up for another shift.
Woo! Beautimus. There's a close-up.
Close up, that's gonna be scary.
All right, Derek. Let's get a real, I don't know, picturesque, just stare off into the sunset.
Okay. It's very philosophical.
Look very Hemingway-esque. that fits you better than philosophical.
You were able to get emails, right? And figure out where the boats are. You want to give us a little lowdown?
Sure. One boat, Imagine, they're about 80 to 100 miles in front of us. They're going to have to get towed in. They lost their engine. One boat turned around, a 70-footer.
Is that Norse 447?
No, it was the Hylas 70, yeah. Yeah. The Norseman 447 is a Bob Perry design, and that's a great boat. They're behind us. They're about 110 miles behind us, and then another boat about the same. Basically, everybody's running south trying to avoid Tropical Storm Claudette.
Okay, you hear that? We're trying to avoid Tropical Storm Claudette.
We don't want to meet Claudette, as
No.
nice as she may be. The sheet, I'll start pulling the friller. What snag? Okay, we gotta get that on snag. Yeah.
Wow, the winds are steady 19 now.
We're gonna go up on the port side.
Okay.
So pulling out the staysail. Started to get a little bit wild.
Are you on course?
I am.
Okay. Good.
Getting closer.
Okay.
This is course here.
Good. So let's let out about another third of the main, so we're at like 2/3.
How much?
I want to have a third of it reefed in.
$2 a.m. Gearing up for what should be our last watch if things go according to plan. How's that light in your eyes?
It's alright. Better than a big white spotlight.
So we got out of the Gulf Stream, and on the other end of it is like an eddy. And so the eddy is killing our speed. It feels like you're moving a lot faster, but then you look and you're doing a little over 5 knots. But I think Derek just brought us out of the eddy.
I'm gonna go give Samir his wake-up call.
Okay.
Good morning. Probably about 5:20 a.m. We're going till 6, and I'll be taking the helm at 5:30. We did half-hour shifts. It was pretty hard to hold the helm. We had a lot of weather in helm, so it kept wanting to round up into the wind. It took a lot of work to hold course. But we did good. Sun's up.
Ultimately, living on a sailboat in the North Atlantic is life in its raw beauty. Comfort is pretty much non-existent. The lows and the highs are extreme, and you never really know if a catastrophe is just around the corner. You feel small and are constantly challenged. You feel alive. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode, and find us on Patreon to access more of our adventure.
These are the tales of BOAB.
BOAB, baby, we're BOAB, baby, we're BOAB, baby, we're